George. But I was following the draft, not the draft, the trade between Kristaps Porzingis very closely. I originally reported on when we thought a few hours before the actual trade had happened that the deal was going to be with the Clippers, Marcus Morris, which I actually think was a worse deal than what ended up happening.
It was a worse deal. The Memphis deal was better. Like we got more out of it.
Well,
even though we lost, losing Marcus Smart is worse than losing Brogdon.
Well, what I'm gonna say is Brogdon became untradeable. Seems like
because of
the elbow
sounds
injury.
like that injury's bad.
It does sound very bad. Then we also have ourselves right here. I think the Wizards and Tyus Jones. There's two things that's gonna either happen. He's gonna turn into our franchise point guard. He's only 27 years old, or he's gonna play really well that we end up trading him because for more assets at the
deadline. The second one.
I know, but there's like a small chance that he just hits an all-star level.
It just doesn't make sense to keep him. It just doesn't make sense.
I know, but let me tell you. If he played at an all-star, all-NBA level.
Yeah, but Tyus Jones has not shown the capability to do that.
Average 17, 9, and 5, basically.
That's not all
as
NBA.
A starter. I know.
So, like, here's the thing. And you know what? Even if he is an all-star, he still gets traded.
You think so?
Unless he's doing like averaging like 25, like 6 and 5.
You have no faith, do you?
Well, of course not. The Wizards are tanking. If they know what's good for them, they'll tank.
You're so rude.
No, if they know what's good for them, they'll tank.
Yeah, if we know what's good for us, we'll fucking tank.
If you know what's good for you, you'll tank.
You won't deal with trying to be mediocre anymore.
You'll get out of this playoff contender town.
A lot of people are complaining, though, that you lost the heart and soul of your team by trading away Marcus Smart.
Yes, but yes, he was the longest tenured Celtic. But at the end of the day, bro, you can't pass up an opportunity to get Porzingis at a position.
Who had a career year that no one talked about.
Yes, nobody talks about that.
No one talks about it.
He played 65 games.
This is the most games he played since the second season of his career. Okay, basically.
Yeah.
He's only 27, right?
Yeah, he's in his 20s. He had a career year.
And also put up career high assists and had a great blocks.
Yeah, and it was his second highest scoring season behind that one season in New York. Or what did he average more?
What?
Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, never mind. He only averaged 22.7 that year in New York, the All-Star year. So, yes, this was his most career high in points.
Yeah.
Yeah, career high in points. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Career high in points, third most rebounds, most assists.
It's wild to think. What?
No, I was just saying I can't believe that he basically had his best year as a pro and nobody talked about it.
Yeah, a career high in assists. The assists, he was actually operating out the elbow, showing that he could be
Yes. That's why it's a great pickup.
Yeah, it's wild. And I mean, yes, is there concern about his health? Yes, but obviously that's just always going to be a concern with Kristaps Porzingis or any big man for the matter of the fact, you know? So for me, I always just think about, okay, look, you got right here, little graphic.
It wasn't even just that, bro. We got 2 first-round picks out of the deal.
You think the 2 first-round picks are the biggest thing? You know me, I'm a huge Tyus Jones fan since his days with my Timberwolves. I loved it. I thought, all right, yeah, Jalen said, yeah, he's 27. So, yeah, basically everybody in this deal was 27.
Yeah, except for Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's 28 or something. So still, basically everyone.
Did they all come out in the same draft?
Wait, no, Tyus Jones was the year after.
But I think Tyus Jones was a 2-year player.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't? Was Trey Jones?
Wait, hold on. Okay, so Marcus Smart was 2014. 2015 was Kristaps and Tyus Jones.
Okay. But was Marcus Smart a one and done?
Marcus Smart played 2 years.
Okay, so Marcus Smart is considered
he's 29.
29, that's what I was about to say, so he's 2 years older. But right here, Tyus Jones, Wizards get the best backup point guard in the NBA, arguably an above-average starter. Yep, literally Karam literally said that as I said it, best point guard right now.
Yeah, he is the best backup point guard in the league.
Where he would be a starter on a bunch of other teams. And I think, personally, I think if you go with Look, Kristaps, his job is, first off, there's going to be a multitude of lineups. The first lineup, everyone's thinking Rob Will, Kristaps front court, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, either Derek White or Malcolm Brogdon. Then you have the other lineups, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps. 5 out.
I still think they need another point guard to take the pressure off of the Derek White Brogdon tandem.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I guess because like
they're both
obviously
Brogdon's a natural point guard.
But there's lineups where both of them are going to play, and Brogdon's the only like natural point guard on the roster. I mean, so like because Peyton Pritchard isn't like good enough to play like big minutes. I'm sorry, I love Peyton Pritchard, but I think Peyton Pritchard's time is
go out and sign Corey Joseph.
When was the last time he fucking did anything?
He's been on the Pistons. He's been solid.
Yeah, the Pistons suck, bro. The Pistons is basketball purgatory. That doesn't count.
Dude,
he hasn't done anything meaningful since the Pacers? Because he was shit in Sacramento.
One thing I'm really surprised about is Danilo Gallinari being traded, because all year we heard that the Celtics, like, we heard rumblings.
Celtics love Gallo.
So they loved Gallo, and everyone was saying, there was like reports where they're like, every trade speculation we heard all year was like hesitant about Gallo because they didn't want to, like, for a guy who his whole career he wanted to play for the Celtics, they didn't want him to do him wrong, and they said it would just supposedly send the wrong message to veterans.
Obviously that didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter anymore. I wonder if it just shows that they, through the rehab, they just decided that Gallo wasn't going to come back.
I think it was part of the reason was that, and I think other part of the reason was once the Brogdon trade fell through, they knew they needed to get some extra value. They knew that like for this deal and for any other deals, they were going to need a little bit of extra value, and I guess Gallo provided that.
Well, Gallo was included in the Clippers deal.
Oh, I thought he wasn't in the Clippers.
No, he was. Gallo was heading to LA.
I guess it was Brogdon and Gallo. And then
yeah, it was Brogdon and Gallo. He was going back to LA.
I thought it was just Brogdon. I could have sworn that.
No. Someone put out a tweet that Gallo was included with Brogdon. I think.
Okay, so Gallo was in both.
And I think Muscala too.
Yeah. Okay. Because Muscala I figured was in both, but I didn't see Gallo. But yeah, I guess. But at the end of the day, yeah.
My assumption is through the rehab process.
Johnson, you said it best, man. Like Jalen, you're right. They couldn't pass up on Porzingis. So,
nah,
it was too good.
And I think they saw enough of Gallo in the rehab process to assume that whatever player that he comes back as wasn't going to be the difference maker when they signed him.
And they needed Porzingis because Porzingis was the difference maker.
Yeah, and this is what Gallo's third ACL injury, second on that knee.
Yeah,
because he tore it once.
And a lot of them have been. Last two have been recently.
I think the first time he tore it before he came into the NBA, or like right when he came into the NBA or something like that. They tore it in Denver. Then he tore it right before this season, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I love Gallo.
I love Gallo. He's
also Gallo didn't do shit for us, and Gallo wasn't really going to play a big role or do shit for us next year.
Gallo's probably the biggest what if. Gallo, if he didn't suffer all those knee injuries, he probably would have been an All-NBA player, franchise guy.
Yeah, maybe he would have been a few-time All-Star.
Maybe.
Like 3-time All-Star, maybe 1-time All-NBA.
Probably would have looked closer to what Franz Wagner looks like, what he's becoming.
What they thought that Gallo would be. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, that's like legitimately like he's lost all athleticism. Like he used to be somewhat quicker.
He used to be somewhat athletic, but now he doesn't really have anything except for shooting, which is fine. I think he can provide value to Memphis, like as just a good locker room guy.
I think the winners of this trade though is everybody. I think Marcus Smart's the Dylan Brooks replacement.
The loser is Memphis because they had to give up 2 first-round picks.
I don't know.
But even then, they got Marcus Smart out of it.
They're in a point of their franchise where they're trying to become contenders, first-round picks.
Yeah, they don't need those first-round picks in the 20s and 30s. It's just
that's
more
what I'm saying.
You
took the words out of my mouth.
But the thing is, even though those are late first-round picks are tradable assets, which the Grizzlies do not have.
But you're getting, dude, someone tried to tell me Dylan Brooks was a better defender than Marcus Smart.
That's not true. That's not true.
I was like, yeah,
that's not true.
I know that's like not true. Yeah, Dylan Brooks was second team all defense this year, but Marcus
the defensive player of the year, not Dylan Brooks.
You could argue that Dylan Brooks might be able to hang with some small ball fives, but
you could argue that Marcus Smart maybe didn't deserve that defensive player of the year. But this
I mean,
we'll
agree that Marcus Smart complained his way to defensive player of the year.
But but Marcus Smart, regardless.
Yes, Marcus Smart's the best is the best perimeter defender at the guard position in the league.
Yes, 100%. There's no doubt about that.
And they just got themselves a guy who's on a very affordable contract.
And he's better offensively than
Dylan Brooks. He's more efficient. He can do more things on offense. I think Marcus Smart, it's the price you had to pay to get Marcus Smart, because I'm pretty sure they just absorbed Marcus Smart. They didn't send any assets. They just sent the picks. There was no players.
They just had the picks. They didn't lose anything.
They didn't lose anything. They just absorbed. So that was the cost of doing business right there, where you didn't want to trade any of your players, so you had to give up 2 first-round picks. Oh wait, they sent Tyus Jones to.
Well, yeah,
but yeah,
to the Boston.
Yeah, to Boston. They didn't send anything to Boston. They just sent there, and Tyus Jones was an expiring contract. We knew Tyus Jones, I'm pretty sure, was not extension eligible because it was a 2-year deal he signed. I'm pretty sure it's 3-year deals that you become extension eligible. And Tyus Jones was already a guy who basically, I bet, behind the scenes made it clear that he wanted to be a starter somewhere. He wanted an opportunity to actually be a starter guy who at this point in his career, through 7 years, or I think 8 years now, has never been given the opportunity to be a starter for a full season. He gets this opportunity now. He more than likely...
Hold up. I just saw a notification about, it was a report from Brian Windhorst about teams are prepping offers for Dame.
That was, yes, a few hours ago that came out. We were going to get to that. It is what we're hearing that they are going to do. What do you call it? They are prepping offers. So basically, I don't know if you want to switch topics just to wrap.
Let's finish this out. Sorry, I just saw.
Yeah, it was just I thought we just give it. So let's just.
Can give it. It's kind of the same thing we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, let's just look right here. The way I see it. One second, just mute myself. Like my do not disturb, just because I'm getting text messages. But what I was going to say is, I think everyone won in this trade, but let's give grades. I think the Wizards come out because they didn't have any leverage. I give them a C+, B-. Okay, they got...
Yeah, I'll give them a B- because here's the thing. At the end of the day, they got rid of Porzingis' contract.
And Tyus Jones will be a flippable guy at the deadline.
And they didn't lose him for nothing. They didn't lose Porzingis for nothing. He opted in. Tyus Jones is a flippable guy, or a guy that could stick around. They don't lose.
Spurs got a first-round pick for Pirtle.
Yeah.
So I bet you the Wizards can get a first-round pick for Tyus Jones even.
Yeah, you can get a first-round pick from a contender for Tyus Jones.
Yeah, be. You'll be able to move him at the deadline, especially if he has a good year.
Celtics A++.
That's bias. I give them an.
You get Porzingis and 2 first-round picks. What's not to like?
I think the fact that you had to pivot from Malcolm Brogdon to Smart.
Yeah, okay, fine. A-. Not an A+.
I give him still
A+. Not an A++. I'll give him an A+.
Would have been better if they could have moved Brogdon instead of Smart.
Yeah. I'll just give him an A then. Whatever. Okay. All right. Because, dude, they got Porzingis and they got 2 first-round picks to take Porzingis.